Hi, this is Wanjiko and you're watching The Look of Ageless Beauty, powered by Revitalash Cosmetics. As we all know, life does happen. Even when we have explored our inner beauty and we are confident in our own skin, we know who we are, we know where we are going, we know what serves us, what doesn't. We are clear about what we will allow, we are clear about our boundaries. But guess what? Life doesn't always go according to plan. And that's why life seasons are critical, because the sun doesn't always shine, the rain will come, but there are also sometimes when seasons are dry. And this takes me back to my own personal story. And growing up, well, I came from a very humble background, and in many ways I had many blessings around me. I had my parents and I had my siblings, 3 crazy brothers, story for another day, who I love to bits. And we grew up in a pretty humble environment. My parents worked hard, and we kind of made it to school, hardly ever missed, until one day when I remember I was turning 7, and I could see this, my mom and dad have called us, and there's this conversation that's about to happen, and I'm thinking, I'm not too sure I want to sit and listen to this conversation. And that's when the news were broken, that my dad had cancer, and I was like, okay. From the look of my parents' face, that sounded like pretty serious, but I'm not too sure what it meant. But my next almost 7 to 9, 10 years made me understand what that meant. It meant that a lot of times my mom wasn't home. It meant that a lot of times my dad couldn't work and I couldn't see him. But thank God for the support system we had around us. Life kind of happened. And growing up, I began to understand what this looks like, what this ailment and how devastating it can be. And as I grew up, got opportunities, got people to support me and, get through school, get into campus and, become an entrepreneur. And when I sat down and said, I need to be able to work with brands and people who believe in bringing out the best and the core of who you are, that is one. But most importantly, leaving you empowered and providing the natural base for my body or your body and our bodies to naturally rejuvenate began to be one of my key factors. And in that sense, that means anything that is authentic, that provides great value, began to be of great attraction to me. Now, having worked with a lot of people across the globe, one of the things that I realized, and that's why I'm very big on inward beauty, is that inward beauty can also be highly affected by outward beauty. As much as you're solid and you're clear about how you feel inside, sometimes life happens and changes how you look on the outside, and that begins to impact how you feel about yourself. And that's when we a lot of times need a little bit help, a little nudge, someone just to tell let's do this, let's take care of this part of who you are, so that your inward beauty can begin to shine again. And when I came across the story of Gail, and I thought, wow, what an amazing woman, and more so her ophthalmologist doctor, that's just a big word to say, a doctor who focuses on, the eyes and the health of the eyes. And it's a specialty in medicine. And when I read her story, and I thought to myself, guess what? I must bring this back home. My sisters in Africa, in Kenya, in Nairobi need to experience this. Because Gail was going through her own experience and her own season of chemotherapy as she was battling metastatic cancer, and breast cancer in this case. And her husband began to notice that his once very confident, brilliant wife, who nothing could stand before her, her confidence was being shattered by the fact that, yes, she has got this diagnosis which she was fighting through, but her lashes and brows became so brittle and frail and dry, and this began to impact her confidence. And out of his love for knowledge, being a doctor, his experience, love for research, and being able to deliver value to his clients, he began to research on what he could do for his wife. And guess what? This depth of love generated an amazing product that helps naturally enhance her eyebrows and her eyelashes. And as she used them, guess what? Her lashes began to be healthier. They began to be bolder. Her eyebrows became fuller, healthier, better nourished. And as her outward beauty was nourished, her inward beauty began to be revitalized and re-energized, and the true her began to be seen on a day-to-day basis. And this is what brings out the amazing story of Revitalash, where an amazing husband, doctor, father, out of his love, went down, put all things he could together to give his wife the gift of ageless beauty. And Gail, his lovely wife, gave us the name Revitalash. And this is why in life seasons, the people who are around us make the biggest difference. You see, like Gail's husband, Dr. Brickenoff, went ahead and developed and formulated this amazing brand, which at the end of the day was able to bring out the outer beauty of his beautiful wife. And guess what? Out of love, here we are, Revitalash. For more information on where you can get this amazing product, our contacts are right below. And again, please comment, give us your feedback, tell us what you think, ask your 1 million questions. And we are also going to share Gail's story in one of the links below so that you can begin to read and hear it for yourself. This is Wenjiko, and you're watching The Look of Ageless Beauty, powered by Revitalash Cosmetics. See you soon.